She looked at him and pretended he did not exist. Every morning she walked past the same old man, sitting on the cold sidewalk, holding a broken phone and a faded photo. She never knew that man was her father. 25 years ago, he carried her on his shoulders. He taught her how to walk, how to speak, how to dream. He worked in factories, cleaned streets, fixed broken houses. Sometimes he slept hungry so she could eat. Sometimes he wore torn shoes so she could wear new ones. When she was sick, he stayed awake all night. When she cried, he cried alone. He promised himself one thing: my daughter will never suffer. And she didn't. She grew up beautiful, smart, confident. She entered a rich college, made rich friends, lived in rich places. Slowly, she stopped calling him. Slowly, she stopped visiting him. Slowly, she stopped remembering him. Until one day, he went to see her, wearing his old jacket, holding homemade food, waiting outside her building. He stood there for 3 hours, cold, hungry, afraid. When she finally came out, she looked at him and froze. Not because she missed him, because she was ashamed. Her friends were watching, their cars were shining, their clothes were perfect. And there he was, poor, old, broken. He smiled and said, "Daddy made your favorite food." She whispered angrily, "Go away, don't come here again." "People will think you're a beggar." Those words killed him, not his body, his soul. That night he had nowhere to go. No room, no bed. No family, only memories. So he sat on the street, with his phone, watching her videos. Every night, her smiling, her laughing, her shining. While he was disappearing, years passed. Rain burned his skin, winter crushed his bones. Hunger ate his strength, but one thing never changed. He still loved her. He still prayed for her. He still waited for one word: Dad. Then one evening, in front of thousands of cameras, in front of millions of viewers, she would finally see him again and realize the man she abandoned was the only one who never abandoned her. And this story was only beginning. She stood under the bright lights, cameras flashing, fans screaming her name, "Maya, Maya, Maya!" She smiled for them, waved for them, pretended to be perfect. But inside, her heart was shaking. Because across the street, she saw him, sitting near a broken lamppost, wrapped in a thin blanket, holding the same old phone, watching her live stream, her father, the man she told to disappear, the man who never did. He didn't try to come closer. He didn't call her name. He just watched with tired eyes and a soft smile, as if saying, "I'm proud of you." Tears filled his eyes, but he wiped them quickly. "No one must see, no one must know," he whispered. "My little girl made it." Meanwhile, she felt something strange, a heavy feeling, like someone was calling her soul. She looked around, and then she saw him. Her breath stopped, her legs froze. Her memories attacked her, his hands holding her bike, his voice reading her stories, his jacket covering her in rain. She turned away, pretended not to see. Again, her manager shouted, "Let's go! We're late!" She followed, entered the luxury car. The door closed. Silence. But her mind was screaming. Was that him? No, impossible. He should be gone. He should hate me. He should forget me, but he didn't. That night, he sat in the same place, cold wind cutting his skin. He opened her latest video, watched it 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. He pressed like, left a comment, "Proud of you, my angel," from an empty account, with no photo, no name, no identity, just a father. She read the comment, scrolling carelessly. Then she stopped. Her fingers trembled. Her heart raced because she knew only one person used to call her my angel. She stared at the screen for a long time and whispered, "Dad?" Outside, in the darkness, he looked at the same sky and made a silent promise. "I will protect her, even if she never accepts me again." But fate had other plans, and their story was about to change forever. In sleep, he kept staring at the ceiling, hearing Emma's soft voice again and again in his head. Why did you leave me, Dad?" Those words felt heavier than any punishment. He slowly got out of bed and walked to the old wooden drawer. Inside was a small box, a box he hadn't opened in years. With shaking hands, he opened it, its first step toward healing. John and Emma sat in silence for a long time after their conversation. The cafe slowly filled with people, but for them, the world felt frozen. Finally, Emma spoke. "I don't know how to be your daughter again." Her voice was honest, not angry. Not soft, just real. John looked at her with gentle eyes. "I don't know how to be your father either," he replied. "But I want to learn." She nodded slowly. They ordered coffee. It was small, but it mattered. The first thing they ever shared in 15 years. They talked about simple things. Her childhood, her college days, her struggles. He listened carefully. No interruptions, no excuses, only presence. John told her about sleeping in shelters, about missing meals, about watching her videos on borrowed phones. "I never missed a single one," he said. Emma covered her mouth. "You watched all of them?" "Yes. Every upload." Tears filled her eyes again. For the first time, she smiled. A real smile. "I thought no one was cheering for me," she whispered. "You always had me," John replied. After leaving the cafe, they walked by the river. The wind was cold. John gave her his jacket, like he used to when she was little. She accepted it without hesitation. They stopped near a bridge. Emma looked at the water. "People think my life is perfect," she said. "But I'm lonely." John turned to her. "You're not anymore." She looked at him. "Promise?" "I promise." They exchanged phone numbers. Saved each other's contact, not as unknown. Not as dad, just family. Before leaving, Emma hugged him. It was awkward, short. But real. John stood frozen for a second, then hugged her back, carefully, like holding something fragile. As she walked away, she turned back. "Come to my next live show," she said. "I want you in the front row." John couldn't speak, he just nodded. That night, for the first time in years, he slept without regret. Because hope had finally found him. The night of Emma's live show arrived. The biggest stage of her life. Thousands of people filled the stadium. Lights flashed. Cameras moved. Music shook the ground. Behind the curtains, Emma stood quietly. She held her phone in her hands. One message glowed on the screen. "Front row, seat 12, I'm here." From John. Her heart beat faster. For years, she had walked on stages alone. Tonight was different. Tonight, her father was watching. When the music started, the crowd exploded. Emma walked onto the stage. The cheers were deafening, but her eyes searched for only one person. Front row, seat 12. There he was. John sat straight, wearing his old blue jacket, hands folded, eyes full of pride. When she saw him, her voice almost broke. She took a deep breath and began to sing. Every word was for him. Every note carried her pain, her struggle, her forgiveness. The audience felt it. Some wiped tears. Some held hands. No one knew the reason, except one man in the front row. John cried silently, not from sadness, from gratitude. After the last song, the crowd stood up. A standing ovation. Emma stepped forward. She raised her hand. "Before I leave," she said, "I want to share something." The stadium grew quiet. Cameras zoomed in. "My fans know me as strong," she continued. "Successful, confident, but they don't know. There was a time I was lost." She paused. Her eyes filled. "There was a man who loved me more than life, who sacrificed everything for me, and I abandoned him." Gasps filled the crowd. Emma pointed toward the front row. "That man is my father." All cameras turned. John froze. His face turned red. His hands trembled. He tried to hide, but it was too late. The entire world saw him. Emma walked down the stage, step by step, toward him. Security tried to stop her. She waved them away. When she reached him, she knelt. In front of thousands. In front of millions watching live. "I'm sorry, Dad," she whispered. "For every tear. For every lonely night. For leaving you." John couldn't speak. He touched her face. "Come here," he said softly. She hugged him. Tight. Strong. like she would never let go again. The stadium exploded. People cried. People screamed. People recorded. Within minutes, the video went viral. Star reunites with homeless father. Most emotional moment of the year. Daughter's public apology breaks internet. But for John and Emma, none of that mattered. They only felt each other. Weeks later, John moved into Emma's home. He had his own room, his own chair, his own place in her life. Every morning they ate breakfast together. Every night they talked. No secrets. No distance. One evening, Emma posted a photo. Her and John, smiling. Caption: "I've found my home again." Millions liked it. But John liked it most, because after losing everything, he had finally gained his daughter back. And this time, forever.